Hello ladies and gentlemen, Grim here and welcome to another video. So over here we're going to start off by fighting boss Wonder Woman. We're going to use the Raven League of Anarchy and we're going to have a sort of salvation at level 6 on Raven to power drain as much as possible on basic attacks, and we're going to apply darkness and then tag in Harley. This strategy is going to purely rely on the sort of salvation power drain and the Raven special 1 passive that allows us to power steal. I mean, even sort of salvation has power steal, so double power steal, I guess. No power drain. Okay, another darkness applied, and now we're gonna tag in Harley, and I messed up the first tag in. Again, I don't have experience with this fight, I've just seen people doing this one. One darkness applied, I mean reset, because we were already at max attacks, and trying to get her to no power Harley straight into the special 2. And keep in mind, if she doesn't have enough power to use the shield when you start the special 2, she will not randomly use it in the middle of it. Also, I played this fight very unoptimally because I failed to realize while I was playing it that I shouldn't play it like this in terms of Harley's attacks, because I was trying my best to optimize the Beta Club damage, right? Not the Beta Club, the Firebox damage, right? So I tried to do as many swipe rights as possible during a combo. But what I failed to remember is the fact that she doesn't get damaged by swipe right attacks. So this was a very unoptimal fight in terms of that. And I was playing this while live streaming, so I didn't pay too much attention to the damages jumping out. I was just doing my best to not mess things up. Yeah, over here chaining another special 2 after that. Raven back in there to reset the darkness. Backing off, re-engage the combo, Harley back in, special 2 in there. And yeah, we failed to stun. We hit that 1 or 2% chance to not stun, especially in this fight where it's a close one. We hit that, sadly. Thankfully she doesn't use shield there when we used the special line of Raven, because she did have enough energy for shield there. And we lose all darkness because Raven gets too damaged. And keep in mind, we don't have much health on her, because the Sword of Salvation doesn't give the passive bonuses for every single soul raid. So yeah, we're sitting at base stats in terms of my build. No help from artifacts in terms of that. 2 darkness stacks, and as you can see, the damage is kind of crap with 2 darkness stacks. But nevertheless, we'll try our best to still win this. I messed up over there, I tried to combo interrupt her, but Raven's attacks are too junky or I'm too bad. But yeah, this one should do it, hopefully. There we go! Wonder Woman down in 1 fight. Now, when it comes to Superman though, it will not be as easy even with all the tools that I have available, because my boy Superman is immune to dots, so this will not work on him. But we have over here a team with Red Hood, Kimflan, Sakuman and Dr. Fate, and Dr. Fate will also have Sword of Salvation in an attempt to keep him power drained and use our special tree when he is power drained. Keep in mind you can do this with like Balls of Force instead, and just tag put Balls of Force on like Dr. Fate and tag Kimflan Sakuman in when he's stunned and immediately into the special tree. So while this is not necessarily a mandatory artifact in Sword of Salvation, it's definitely gonna help. Not even sure if this is the best strategy here, but it worked well enough for me. So we have a lot of awkward times when we just tag in and not do much, because he has power. He has another special tree in there. Like, if you're playing this one and you don't have many tools at your disposal, make sure you do your absolute best to get out 3 special trees. If you manage to do that, then you're going to gradually take him down, if you can't do anything else. At the same time, a way if you literally have no tools available to you but the Kimflan Sakuman when tackling this fight, is to simply have your Combo Builder tagged in, or even King tagged in, and wait for him to use a special, because after a special, same as you, he'll have a little bit of a wind down time when he can't use any specials, and that's when you use the special tree on King if he's already tagged in, or tag him straight into a special tree. So ideally you want him in the corner, because he might jump over it if he's not in the corner. That happens from time to time. Okay, super move in there, that was a pretty damage on that. Pretty decent. Slide down there. Block that, re-engage that combo. King back in, swipe right, special tree in there. Re-engage the combo. Dr. Fate back in. Dive into that combo and swipe down. And the problem is that this Dr. Fate is still not built, because I'm too lazy to do that. I have the reforges, I promise. But we don't have maxed out fast attack chance on him yet. And that's gonna reduce the effectiveness of the Sword of Salvation, because that chance can proc on all your hits, including the fast attack hits. So by hitting a fast attack hit, you pretty much double your chance. Over there I just threw the special in there. I figured that I didn't get damaged at all this fight, so we might as well try our luck. That's a valid strategy, trying your luck and throwing a random special tree and hope he doesn't use shield. But if he uses shield, you better get that Kill Sakuman out of that fight, because he's gonna shortly be dead. And make sure that when you try that, you have the tagging available to yourself. Ping back in, throw into a special tree, re-engage that combo. Dr. Fate back in there, wipe down. Not much luck on the power steals. But yeah, again, here another random special tree throw, but here he blocked, he's having none of it. But on the other hand, we're getting to the last 30 seconds. And the problem until this point was kind of the fact that he was generating power too fast for me to power steal it, to get him to no power. But right now, when is the time that's extended by Red Hood, we're going to easily be able to keep him below 1 power bar, so he's not able to use that shield of his. Dr. Fate back in there. And King back in for last special tree. Thankfully he didn't super block that one. I mean, even if he did, it's not like we had many choices. It was either score that or not do anything. And yeah, a pretty decent chunk of damage. And for last fight, since I still don't know really why a lot of people struggle with this boss, it's simply a matter of don't stag in and out because he stuns you. Well, I did it at the start, but that was to generate some power with Power Girl. Also had the Sword of Salvation on her to steal some. Again, level of 8 power box on Silver Banshee. And somebody in the comments said on the last video, Sigvald is very proud of his level 8 power box. I'm trying my best to let you guys know what artifact I'm using. Because I'm getting comments like, what artifacts are you using, Sigvald? Every single video that I post like this. Well, not every single one, but a lot of them. And I'm like, I mentioned it already in the video, but not for every single fight, because it's the same artifacts. And yeah, I'm like, screw it, I'll mention it for every single fight. If any of you still ask that in the comments, I don't know what I'll do at this point. But yeah, Silver Banshee does surprisingly well in this type of soul fights. Like against this, against like Rise of Krypton boss Batman, the one with purple armor in tier 5, against Black Manta over here in Dawn of Apocalypse as well in tier 5. She really has no problem going solo because of her very high base defense. Special one there. The only thing you really need to keep in mind when fighting this fight is make sure that he doesn't use a special one, because if he uses a special one he will stun you, and at the same time if it's past the first 2 minutes of the fight, you'll have enough energy to spam the special one, so he will keep you in a stun lock for the rest of the fight if you don't die in the process. So that's not ideal. As long as you make 100% sure that this dude doesn't use the special one on you successfully, you're going to be fine in this fight. It's not a particularly hard fight. At the same time, if you feel like your damage there is not gonna survive enough, you can tag him once out when he uses super move and just deal with the stun later. Special tree in there. Close to 6 million, that's a pretty decent chunk considering she's building combo for herself, not having a strong combo builder to help her out. That's why we had Speed Force Flash in there, to give her some additional fast actions, since her build does not contain that. Again, any special one that gets triggered on me is gonna be disastrous. Because at this point, look at how much power this man has, look at how fast he's generating it. If you use that one special one, he'll just keep that up. I might not die in the process, but yeah. Already I took a little bit of a risk that I shouldn't have taken, but thankfully that was a special tree because the other two were disabled. Another special tree in there, that was on the lower side of the damage spectrum, I guess. Don't have a high combo on that. That's not a crit, sadly. Another special one in there. Yeah, with this fight done, or close to be done, this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed the content. And I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. And make sure if you did enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. Dislike it if you dislike it. Like it if you like it. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. And the damage here is pretty decent.